Hello and welcome to episode number 9 of the Chase and 8 podcast, where we'll be talking about the Sooners' first SEC game, baby. Let's bring that energy tonight. Man, I'm fired up. All right.
Come
I'm
on,
your host,
man.
TJ
Let's
Mullins.
go.
I'm your host, TJ Mullins. I'm here with my co-hosts, Alex Polson and Ryan Mullins. Fellas, how we doing tonight, man? I'm fired up.
I'm jacked up, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is the moment we've been waiting for.
I mean, it feels like it's been 10 years since this game got announced. I mean, we all Sooner Nation had this thing circled, baby. Had it circled. We're ready. We're ready for the Vols to come to Norman. Dude, listen, we're going to have a dogfight. We're going to have a dogfight on national television. Game day coming. Man, there's so many unknowns to this game on both sides. Both sides got a lot of young talent, a lot of inexperience. So I'm excited to see the product that comes on the field on Saturday under the lights in Norman, because I know the atmosphere is going to be just insane, man. So let's just hop right into it, because Ryan, I want to get your opinion, man, on the offense, on the offensive side of the football. What do you think the Sooners are going to be able to do, man? The D line is the strength of Tennessee's defense. I don't think there's any arguing that. Pierce is an absolute dog. They got some big, nasty defensive tackles, man. So, what do you think? What do you think the OU's offense is going to be able to do come Saturday night, man? You think we're going to be able to move it?
I mean, I do, and I think getting Everett back maybe I think plays a big part. I think putting him at that left guard position that we've been slacking at, and then I think we talked earlier, if 64 runs out, it'll be a long day for the Sooners. Those DTs will, I think, eat him up. I mean, he showed some good things, but
hey, he's been
improved some really bad things too.
He's playing with one arm.
That's true too. Yeah. I mean, we're banged up, man, on the offensive line. So if Hickman and Everett come back, I think we will, and it starts with the run. We got to have – is this the game Taylor Tatum steps up and, we see him get more carries maybe or catch some balls in the flat. We're going to have to, I think, to help our defense put together some drives, some 10-plus drives, 10-play-plus drives, take up a little time. Because if you give Heupel in that offense of Tennessee, a lot of tries at it, they're going to score points. Yeah. No matter how good your defense is. I mean, they got a good offense. Their offense is old. I mean, the only new guy is the quarterback.
Yep.
Old running back, old receivers, old offensive line. So it's a very experienced offense. But I digress. I think we will be able to move the ball. I think getting Andrell back, Nick Anderson back, I think that plays a huge role. I think you'll see Burke. They're going to utilize him in a lot different ways now since those guys are back. And, yeah, I think you're going to see some deep balls, at least attempts.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
And from what we know in the past, Jackson puts those deep balls on him. I know he's had a couple bad throws, but, 2 out of 10 bad throws, I'll take that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah,
yep.
I think we do.
Yeah, one thing that you hit on, man, that I really wanted to touch on, and it was one of the key points for me as well, was time of possession. Dude, I think the 3 and outs, that's something that we've struggled with this whole season up to this point. It's the 3 and outs, dude. We got to be great. We can't be good. We got to be great on first and second down, man. We got to get to those 3rd and 3s, those manageable third downs, because if, like you said, if we give it back to them, they're going to make us pay for it. They'll make us pay for it. But Alex, what do you think, man? Because I want you to kind of elaborate on Tennessee's offense. Go there for it, and what do you think? Who's a couple playmakers for the Vols, man, that you think can make a difference?
Well, from what I heard, they run the ball pretty well. What's his name? What's the running back?
Samson.
Yeah, I don't got his
Samson.
name. What is it?
Samson.
He runs the ball really well, and I guess I got receiver Squirrel White. He's a stud too.
He plays a slot.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we go back to a couple weeks ago. We're talking about can we cover that in crossing routes? I think that's where you'll see Squirrel White. They'll try to get him, in that little slot where we've been messing up a little bit. But other than that, I think our defense is going to stand up pretty nice against this team, bro. A lot of people are doubting us. I feel like for some reason I just got this good feeling just watching last week's offense kind of, make some strides. I feel like it's that defense, I don't think anybody can really compete with us on defense, man. I'm just going to say that right now.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing that's going to play a huge part.
Jacked up, man.
Fired up.
And I respect it. All right. It fires me.
I know I might be a homer, but it's just we haven't seen that.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Like that. I'm telling you, it doesn't really matter who you run out there. I feel like they're going to show up and dominate.
Hey, let me tell you something though. And it's another aspect of it that it's been getting talked about this week because they have a freshman quarterback,
right?
Or I guess a redshirt freshman quarterback, young guy.
Right.
He's never been on the road.
Right.
Started a game on the road. This would be the true test, dude. We got to make it difficult for them to get the calls in, get the calls to the offensive line. And it's when I say we, I mean the fan base. That's where it starts. The atmosphere's got to be rocking because if they want to move fast. That's what they do. They're one of the fastest teams in the country, if not the fastest. So they're going to be trying to move it. They're going to be trying to push the ball down the field. And if Nico can't hear, then it's only another thing that's going to kind of, I guess just make it difficult for him. And that's what we're trying to do. And Alex, you had hit on the defense a little bit, and we can jump there because I kind of want to spend a little bit of time on it. But for me, this game's all going to be won in the trenches. Ryan, I talked to you about this earlier, and they have Tennessee's defensive line is, if not the best, it's one of the best in the country, man. I don't think there's any arguing that. The corners and the safeties, they're I don't know, they haven't been tested, so we can't really say anything about them. Ryan, what do you think about their defense? Because I know you went back and watched the NC State game, and what did you see from that game that either made you feel confident about Saturday or less confident?
Well, he missed a lot of throws, so not a lot, but quite a few. And what they like to do on offense. Now I know I'm talking about their offense. I'll get.
You can go there.
But they do a lot of bubble screens, a lot of quick passes, RPO type stuff. And, we've been really, really good at that since BV's gotten here. That quick throw out to the wide receiver, we've been good at. So that was one thing that if we can stop the run, they're going to – and put him in a 3rd 10, 3rd and 8 type of stuff. I think we can get them off the field. But their defense, they're solid. Their defensive line, yes, of course, they're phenomenal. Get a lot of push. Our line will struggle, so we're going to have to help Jackson. Seth's going to have to call some plays to help Jackson out, and we're going to have to run the ball. Their linebackers are solid. 11 flies around, and he's trying to take your head off, is what caught my eye. He had a couple hits that I was like, glad it wasn't me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, the secondary is definitely by far the weakest link on this defense. They're all pretty much new starters. Like you said, they haven't really been tested, even though NC State, they moved the ball, especially in that first half. They were doing little digs, little curls, had some good runs, a screen. There's opportunities out there for us to move the ball. And this is going to be a game of whose defense is better and whose offense is worse. Is that the same thing? Is it the same thing? Whose defense is better? Which offense is better?
I don't know, man. I like it. Sounded good though.
Yeah.
It did. Hey man, I like what you said though, because that is one of the things that I definitely think they're going to try to utilize is the screen games. Because like you had mentioned, since BV got here, I think that was one of the things that he really wanted to progress is corners, being aggressive, coming up, making the tackle and stuff. So I really do think Tennessee at some point is going to try to exploit that. Maybe do, fake it throw it deep type of thing. And you just got to be ready for it. You got to be ready for it, and it'll come when game time shows. But Alex, what do you think about? Because I know you got some guys that you think can be pretty solid for the Sooners, man. And I want to hear what you got. Who do you think is going to stand out to you on Saturday night?
Taylor Tatum. And if Andrew Anthony comes back, for some reason I feel like he's going to do something. I know he's been hurt, and when he came back in that first game, he didn't look all right, but I feel like everybody just – oh, no, let me take that back. Can I take that back? I'm going to say Dejounte Terry. That's who it is. Them two, Tatum and Terry. Playing his former school, he's going to be jacked up on that line. He's going to be – what's he do every time he gets a sack?
Yeah, and this is the perfect offense for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he loves the double team, just stuff it.
He's a bully,
big body. Yeah, so this is a perfect game for him to go off.
Oh yeah.
Or you probably won't see it on the stat sheet.
Right.
But you'll see it if you're a fan watching.
Right, for sure.
Up in that middle.
He had a good game last week. I don't see why he can't do it again this week. Especially he'll have that extra little juice in him too. Playing your old team, he's gonna try to give everything he's got. He don't want to lose to him at home.
Yep. And one thing I do want to touch on both teams, their strengths is the run defense, and because it stems from the D line. So I think on both sides, OU and Tennessee, it's gonna be tough to run the ball. Right. It really is, because both D lines are just stout, man.
Yeah.
And like you said, DJ Terry, biggest guy on the team, so we need him to be there. We know taking up double teams, filling holes, and Ryan, you said you don't really see it on the stat sheet, but it's because why Danny can make all the tackles is because the D line's doing exactly what they're supposed to do, and I think he's been just phenomenal at that this year. Him, Dom Williams, and Jake Jackson have all been fantastic at just doing their jobs, and letting the linebackers take care of the tackles and stuff.
Yep,
for sure.
But yeah, so and one thing I definitely want to address, and it's been talked about a lot this week, is Josh Heupel. For people who don't know, he coming in back into Norman, and I think, dude, I really do think he's coming for blood, man. I think he's I think he's coming in to whoop our ass. I think he is. I really do.
Why wouldn't you?
That's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't you? Now, is he
fired the way he did?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm telling you right now, he's coming for blood, man. So if they get ahead early, I expect him to. There ain't gonna be no letting off this thing. It's gonna be pedal to the metal, all 4 quarters, and he's gonna try to run this up. Now, I don't think it'll happen, but because I think BV will definitely have some stuff schemed up. Ryan, do you think BV's held some stuff in the back pocket for this game, and 100%. He's going to dial some stuff up?
100%.
He ain't even started coaching yet. What do you mean?
Yeah. Defense, especially the defense, it's been he hasn't dialed up any of the blitzes he disguised. He's one of the best, not only in college, but I think up there with NFL DCs as well, like being able to disguise a blitz. He's phenomenal at it. So that's going to be a key with their young quarterback. Right. He will not be in an environment like this before, and he will not have seen a defense like this before. So this is a game for him, and we're going to see what he's about too.
For sure.
But yeah, and I think Seth too.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm excited to see how Heupel and BV go at it. It's going to be awesome.
It is. It really is going to be cool, man.
Yeah. Last time they did, Clemson beat us like 70-3 or something.
Russell Athletic Bowl. That was not a good time for Sooner fans, man. That was ugly. But Alex, do you think
for that again?
Right, exactly. That's what I'm hoping for. But Alex, do you think Latrell he's kind of the same boat? You think he's got some stuff in the back pocket, just waiting for this game?
Oh yeah, you saw that little throwback pass. Hey, we're just letting everybody know we got something in the bag for you if you want to mess around. Okay. When you come down to Norman, you're going to get your butt whooped, okay?
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I told y'all when Texas beat Michigan, that they're going to do the same thing. Mark my words. OU's going to beat them by at least, I'm going to say 5.5 at least.
There's your clip. There's your clip. Clip it.
5.5. Mark it down. Put it in your parlays.
Hey, we'll get to that here in a little bit. All right, man. Don't spoil no surprise. No. We had in that segment at the end, so stay tuned. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a dogfight.
Yeah,
it's gonna be an absolute dogfight. Cannot wait for it. So fired up. So let's kind of start, giving the predictions and stuff because I want to dive into the predictions and kind of get gauge your minds and stuff. Ryan, what do you got the final score, man?
I think it's going to be decided by special teams. They got a redshirt kicker. He just hit. I was watching the NC State game. He just hit his career long of like 42 or something. So, hey, he was like 4 for 4 though. So,
I think I saw 7 of 8 on the season.
Okay. Well, that's going to be huge. We got to make it difficult on him.
Oh yeah.
And Kelter being a senior, you got to step up, and when your number's called, you got to knock it down.
Show out.
Yes, I think it's like a 31-30. We went on a game-winning field goal type of deal.
Okay.
Or Peyton Bowen takes a punt back. Even though Squirrel White can take a punt back too, so we're really going to get tested in our special team, like return and kickoff. If you don't kick it out, it's going to be you better be able to tackle.
Right.
Yeah, Elzinga is going to play a 31-30.
Woohoo!
Hey, Elzinga going to play a big part. I'm just going to tell you that right now. He's been huge all year, and he's going to be Luke Elzinga. Or is Elzinga? Yeah, punter. Oh. He's going to be huge, instrumental in this ball game. So, all right, we got Ryan at 31-30 OU victory. I like it. Alex, what do we got?
I got OU 28-21.
All right, that's generic as hell, but all right, I like that. No field goals, nothing. No field goals, only TDs. Okay, all right.
Somebody might miss a extra point. You never know.
Okay, I like that. So we got 2 OU victories, and I'm not gonna make it 3. I got the Vols, but let me tell you why. But I think we have the ball. We have the ball to go win, and I just think inexperience, man. I think it rears its head. I do. I think Ryan, you mentioned earlier they got an old offense. Now they got some dudes on the defense that are inexperienced and new to the program, but man, they're old on offense. And for me, I gotta go with the Vols. But I think we cover. And I think it's gonna be a hell of a ball game. So listen, I gotta call it as I see it, that's just what I'm saying.
Be the last time TJ Mullins hosts.
You're one of them.
Yeah, see, I like that right there. I was waiting for somebody to get at me. But yeah, I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go with the Vols, and I think they come in, like I said, hell of a game, hell of a fight. But I think it gives us momentum moving forward that we can compete, in the SEC with the big dogs. And once we get everybody back, I think it's just a totally different story, honestly.
Right.
And I think that's the start this week. One thing I wanted to ask y'all and get y'all's opinion on real quick before we jump into the surprise segment. If Nick does play, what percentage do you think he's at? Because practice speed and game speed, totally different things. As we know, we're all athletes, and if you played a sport, it's not the same. Do you think he'll be able to come back and just make an impact immediately in, making cuts, being as explosive as we saw him last season?
If he's coming back, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, even if I expect him, because he probably could have played last week, honestly, and they just said, let's let you one more, make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I get it. It's going to be a lot faster, but
Right.
I mean, he came in as a true fresh last year. Looked like he'd been playing for a couple of years, right?
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, and even really, it's just a decoy too.
Right. That's what I was gonna say.
I mean,
you got to key in on him
number
too. You
six.
can't just leave him out there.
we've had true freshmen out there that they're like, I mean, who gives a crap about them? You throw Nick Anderson out there, you gotta number one, lock him down on the corner, and then you probably have to have a spy or safety help over the top.
Right.
Most of the time,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you don't get beat. And then you got
Yeah.
Andrell, hey, getting those guys back, it's not just for what they can do, it's what they provide,
Right.
which is opening up open up the field for the other guys.
That's why they've been, bringing everybody in the box.
Right.
Yeah, because we don't have a deep threat, man. And
Yeah.
it,
Getting them two
it
back.
really is.
Well, getting them two back would be nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And I've also learned it's Reagan's, not Ragans. It's Zion Reagan. So just moving forward,
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I mean,
don't mess it up. All right. But yeah, I agree with y'all. I think just having him back is just a game changer on the field, man. He's a special guy, so I think it'll just open up stuff for us that we haven't had before this season anyway. And
Hey. Remember, I told y'all number 7 was out there blocking a couple weeks ago. That read option, hey, sealed it.
sealed it,
you
man.
did. Yeah, you did.
You
That's
can see him
impressive.
get a lot of touches too. Watch. He's starting to,
I like him.
game's
Hey,
starting to slow down a little bit for him. He's getting more reps. You can tell.
JJ Hester, I guess, is he?
Get him out of there.
Oh,
Get him gone.
okay. Hey, listen, I
Get
had
him
no
out of here.
idea.
We don't want him.
Okay, hey, I had no idea.
I mean, I want him on the team. I don't want him starting. Get him out of here.
Everybody else is hurt, so I thought
He's
he
got
might be hurt.
skillet hands.
Skillet hands.
Yeah.
Boom.
Should ain't that
Has he
popcorn.
even had a target?
Should ain't had that popcorn.
Oh no, dude, that's.
Yeah, I don't know about.
Has he even, for real? Has he even had a target or anything? He got targeted a couple times the first week.
He had
And he
3
dropped.
snaps.
He had a couple drops, but since then, I don't think we've even went to him.
Hell no. He had
Yeah,
4
I don't want
snaps.
to see him out there.
He had 4 snaps
Yeah.
last week with Jaquez.
Gosh, man.
I would like to see a little more Jaquez, and we
I would.
forget about Brennan. I
Yeah.
mean, we'll see what they do. I mean,
We'll figure it out this week.
My thing with Brennan is we saw in the bowl game, there's a connection there. I mean, he hit him a couple times on some deep ones.
It's going to
So
be not.
I'm like-
Hey, I'm telling you, not having everybody back and then having him out there, it's gonna
been
open
tough.
everything up. It's gonna help him get separation. Like you said, kind of a decoy for Andrell and even Nick. If they're not 100%, man, that frees somebody else up. Then you got to think about Andrell, Nick, Burks, and then if you got Reagans, or Thompson together, I mean, that's a lot
Bauer,
of speed right there.
Sharp underneath.
Now it's just
Sharp
if he can have
underneath,
time.
you know what I mean? Tatum in the backfield. Hey, what? Telling you, boys ain't healthy, man. Once we get healthy, it's over. For
I
everybody.
agree,
Telling you.
but I'm just saying, does he have time to make the throws? That's going to be the key.
Boys are gonna be fine, man.
All right,
Telling you.
man. I
Hey,
I love
Big
that.
Mo is getting after everybody's ass.
Dude,
They
I can't wait
are
to get on here.
Lined up. Somebody is gonna be in there doing their job. Okay.
Hey, I can't wait
Somebody.
to get on here on Sunday and be like, I was wrong. I was wrong, man. All right?
Yeah.
And I'll own it. I will.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we got a 31-30 big OU victory. We got a 28-21 OU victory. And then we got a 33-30. Was that what I said? Shit, I don't even
Something
remember what I
like
said. All right, I'll go. Actually, I'm going to change it. I'm going to go 38-33. I'm going to go 38-33 Tennessee victory.
Damn, defense sucks that bad? Jeez.
What? I don't think the defense looks that bad. I think they're that good.
So it's a lot of points there, Cotton.
So I mean, that's what I think. So
Maybe some turnovers from us in there. or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
That's what I think the inexperience is going to, like, I think we're going to put on a really good display, but I think the inexperience is going to rear its head. So we'll see.
I hope you're
Like I
wrong.
said, I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong.
You wrong again. No Colonel died. Hey, all right. So let's hop into the surprise segment, and we decided that we're going to start doing this on every midweek podcast episode, where we're going to give each one of us is going to give a game, and we're going to make it a parlay. We're going to what are we going to do? Spread or just whatever?
Whatever you
just
want.
Yeah, whatever. You
whatever.
want.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so we're just going to give everybody kind of what we think, and I'm going to kick it off. I'll go first because my game that I picked is on Friday, and I got Nebraska, Illinois, and currently Nebraska's a 7.5 favorite, 7.5 point favorite, and I'm going to take them to cover.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to take them to cover. So I got
Huh.
Nebraska covering that 7.5.
Okay.
So
You want me to go second then?
I like
sounds
that.
good.
I'm going to go with USC Michigan, and I'm going to take the money line of USC.
Okay, I like that.
I think they're 5.5 favorites. Yeah.
Last I saw, yeah, which, I mean, I think they should be more. I know it's in Michigan, but
Yeah. Hey.
Michigan has not looked good, and USC has looked really good.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
all right, well, I'm going to do Oklahoma State, Utah. I'm going to go OSU's money line for them to upset, because it will be an upset at the moment. Utah's a 1-point favorite.
Go make
Is
some
that-
money.
Yeah,
That's in Stillwater, correct?
Yes.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and Cam Rising didn't play last game because he went out against Baylor with a hand injury, but he'll play this game. I just think maybe not 100%.
Yeah.
They got a good running back in Bernard, but OSU's they're so experienced all on both sides of the ball. I just feel like they get it done at home, man.
I like it. I do. That is the battle of the old. I mean, probably got to be the oldest quarterbacks.
7
In-
year,
Our
both
country.
are 7 year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just incredible.
It's insane.
I don't even know what to say about that, man. And that's not just the. I don't even. I think OSU might have 2 or 3, like 7 year, definitely 6 year guys.
Yeah, for sure.
So they're like you said, they're super experienced, old as hell, and they've seen all college football, man. So, hey, so that's what we're gonna start doing from here on out. The midweek games, we're gonna give you 3 that we think are locks. All right. So take your money, go put it on us. All right. And let us know what you think. Let us know what you think, man. If you disagree, let us know too. We'd love to hear it. But all right, fellas, y'all got anything else you want to say before we wrap this thing up?
No?
Excited, man.
Yeah. I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Man, I love that it's a night game, but I also hate it at the same time. Just because it feels like it's taking forever, dude. I've listened to the ref. I listen to the radio. I mean, I've listened to it all, dude. So I'm ready for this thing to get here, man.
Oh, yeah.
So
You hear me in the stadium, I'm going to be screaming my head off.
dang, we'll hear Alex from the couch, baby.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it. I love it. Hey, I agree though. It's going to be just fantastic. Super excited. Alex, you got anything else you want to add, man?
No, not really, man. I just think that it's going to be a good game. I think the boys can come out ready.
Yep, I do too. I think BV will have them just absolutely juice, man, and I think they'll come out in just a street fight. So, yeah, if you go down to Norman, if you go down and you see Alex, man, dap him up, say what's up, tell him you listen, whatever. But Ryan, are you going?
No,
No, yeah, I'm not going
No,
either.
we're going to
Alex will be
Auburn.
there,
going to Auburn next weekend. So
Oh, yeah. We're going to be down there
Absolutely.
getting after.
show up and show out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do it. But yeah, if you see Alex down there, say what's up. Dap him up, whatever.
I'll
But-
be down there hanging out with a little drink in my hand.
Well, sure, you got to. just getting ready for the ball game. You know what I'm
Got to
saying?
get rowdy.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, fellas, I appreciate y'all as always. And you know how we always end this sucker, baby. I'm gonna go Boomer.
Sooner.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.